Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name's Bryan. Thanks for joining me. So the folks at Olight were kind enough to send me one of their R50 seekers so I can show it to you. I really like this little light. It's pretty hand sized. It's definitely probably not a pocket light, but it's not really big either. It's kind of really good size to keep by your bedside or to keep in your truck or just wherever you want to keep it. Just a very handy size light. USB rechargeable with a nice rubber cover here, and then it features a Cree XHP50 LED with an orange peel reflector and a really ultra clear glass lens with a kind of a blue anodized bezel around it. Nice knurled aluminum handle, comes with a lanyard and a charging cable, and then a kind of a rubberized side switch. One of the things I like about this is very simple operation. You just click it one time and turn it on, and you've got four levels. You got a low, which is 50 lumens, is good for 50 hours. If you just hold the button down, it takes it to the next level, which is 300 lumens, good for 6 hours. And then as you cycle through, it goes up to the next levels. Basically, the two highest levels are high and turbo, and it has a thermal protection circuit in it, so it keeps it from overheating. So when you have it on the high, which is 1200 lumens, after 12 minutes, it drops down to 800 lumens for another 130 minutes. If you have it on the turbo, which is 2500 lumens, it runs for about 2 minutes. As it starts to get hot, it drops down to the 800 for another 150 minutes. Basically, it's all temperature dependent, which prolongs the life of the LED and the circuitry in here and keeps it from overheating, which is a good thing. But I think you'll find at the 2500 lumen level, that's going to be way more light than you need for the average use. It also has a lockout function, which is cool. If you just hold the button down and hold it down and leave it, then it's locked out. So that means if you have it in your pack or in your pocket or whatever, you're not going to turn it on, which I like that because it prevents accidental discharge. And you can tell that it's locked out if you push the button. You can see it turns red right there. That lets you know that it's not, the battery's not dead, it's just locked out. So, and the way you unlock it is basically you just hold it down for a minute until it comes on, and then it's on. Now you see when you turn the light, click the button, it does not turn red. Just really nice to be able to lock the thing out and be able to know that it's locked out and you don't just have a dead battery. So that's pretty much it. It's got these nice little cooling fins on here to kind of help with the temperature management. But one thing I really like about Olight flashlights in general, and this is no exception, is the quality of the beam pattern. They just do a really good job of putting a nice even beam. It doesn't have any hot spots usually in it or dead spots. It's just a very broad, overall, even light pattern that is really usable. So let's take a look at the previously recorded night shots and you'll see what I mean. Okay, sorry for the wind noise. It is finally getting to be autumn here in beginning of November here in Georgia. So anyway, we've got the Olight R50 here out in the dark, and we'll start with a low. This is 50 lumens, and that is good for 50 hours. Okay, you can see that tree is about 10 feet away. We hold it down and go to the 300 lumens. Next level up is 300, and it kind of washes out anything close, but as you go further away, you can see, okay, so that tree's maybe 25 feet away. As we keep going, so another tree about 20 feet away, maybe 30 feet away. The further tree there is probably 50 feet away, something like that. And as we go out into the distance, you can see pretty good job of a really nice wide light pattern. Go again to, and by the way, that 300 lumens is good for 6 hours. We go again to the high, hold it down one more time, goes up, and that's 1200 lumens. And actually, as it heats, if it gets too hot, it cycles down to 800 lumens. So they're saying it's good for about 12 minutes on that 1200 lumens. Then it's going to go down to 800, and it's going to be good for another 130 minutes. And you can see just a really wide, very useful light pattern here, and it does a pretty good job even lighting up down out into the golf course there. And then to go to turbo, you just double click it. It's going to take it to 2500 lumens, and it really lights up a really wide area. I hope you can see that on the camera. I can definitely see it here with my eyeballs. It's just really doing a great job of lighting up the entire wide area. And that again goes down to 800 lumens after about 2 minutes because of the heat generated, and then it's good for another 150 minutes of 800 lumens. So that's like all the Olights. Okay, you saw it just kick down to 800 lumens just there, so it started getting a little hot. Like all the Olights I have looked at, the light pattern, light and beam pattern on this thing is just absolutely excellent. So that is the R50 Seeker from Olight. Okay, well, that's some of the night shots from the Olight R50 Seeker. Like I said before, one of the things I really like about Olight is the quality of their beam and their light pattern. Just a very good job of providing a very usable, Very nice light pattern. Again, I like this. This is a very compact, very comfortable, perfect size, I think, just for everyday use. The way I see using that is, it's on my nightstand. If I hear something at night, I can pick it up and double click it, and I got light. I don't have to scroll through anything or whatever. And then it's going to drop down to 802 minutes. But when you wake up in the middle of the night and need light, 2 minutes is a pretty good long time. If you don't believe me, go ahead and hold your breath for 2 minutes. Chuck Norris can drown a fish. Anyway, if you're looking for a really handy, compact, very well made USB rechargeable light with an excellent light pattern, this could be a good choice for you. Once again, thanks to the folks at Olight World USA for sending me this so I can show it to you. As always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing, for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing this video with all your friends, and thank you so much for doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time. It's PH, right? Get that right? Okay, sorry for the wind nose here. From the wind nose. One more time, take 75. You don't ever hold me, but hardly even touch. Kiss goodnight and kiss goodbye don't seem to mean that much. We used to have a love almost too hot to hold. Now the fire that once burned bright has grown so dark and cold. Our love is gone, you froze it plumb to death. You're about as cold as the North Pole ever gets. Polar bear would freeze on the shoulder you give me. Our love is gone, you froze it plumb to death. We once had a passion hotter than a volcano. Now the lava's gone, it's turned to stone, and the craters filled with snow. You used to make me feel like a July summer day. Now the sun's gone down, all the leaves are brown, I guess winter's here to stay. Our love is gone, you froze it plumb to death. You're about as cold as the North Pole ever gets. A polar bear would freeze on the shoulder you give me. Our love is gone, you froze it plumb to death. Our slow dances used to give me thrills. Now your cold glances leave me feeling chill. Darling, why did you turn off the heat? I'm freezing from my heart down to my feet. Our love is gone, you froze it plumb to death. You're about as cold as the North Pole ever gets. Polar bear would freeze on the shoulder you give me. Our love is gone, you froze it plumb to death. And our love is gone, you froze it plumb to death. Brrr.